Hello, and welcome to DVDO's overview video for Room System 1, also called RS1. RS1 solves some critical AV setup challenges in all kinds of rooms. The system accommodates a wide range of input sources, allowing for multiple inputs from various presenters, online resources, or on-site devices such as Blu-ray players. This 4K AV kit is a turnkey solution delivering connectivity and control in a range of environments, including classrooms, conference rooms, and offices. The convenient 3-piece kit allows for HDMI video switching, system control, video extension, and analog audio amplification. RS1 includes an intuitive wall plate controller, which lets you switch sources and control volume from a convenient location. It connects to the wall plate transmitter, which accepts 3 HDMI devices and a USB host to share power, control, audio, and video up to 4K at 60 Hz with the receiver. There's a 4th HDMI input of the receiver, which outputs these sources to interactive flat panels, projectors, speakers, and even 70-volt commercial audio. Employing the worldwide HD Base T standard, this robust system covers distances of up to 100 meters or 330 feet between the wall plate transmitter and receiver via a single Ethernet cable run. So even for large venues like auditoriums and boardrooms, RS1 delivers reliable and secure high performance. This video will walk you through the steps to configuring your system once installed. The web UI control is accessible through a browser like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, etc. 1. Connect the LAN port of the receiver to your PC using a straight UTP cable. 2. Input the IP address in your browser and press Enter. To control the system without having to interact with the control panel, you can log into the system as a user. The default username is user, and the default password is user. Click Login to enter the user control page. 3. For setting changes and firmware upgrades, log in as an administrator. The username for this function is admin, and the password is admin. 4. Once you've logged in as a user or admin, this is the screen you will see. AV inputs. The AV input screen allows you to switch among 4 inputs: HDMI 1 to 3 on the transmitter, HDMI 4 on the receiver. Display power. Click to turn the display on and off. System power. Click to turn the system on and off. Audio volume control selection. For the audio volume control selection, you have the following options. Mute. Click the icon on the right of the sliders to mute, unmute corresponding audio sources separately. RX audio, TX audio, HDMI selection. When the mixing audio function is set to off, click the RX audio, TX audio, HDMI button above the slider to switch to the corresponding audio source. Volume control. 1. When the audio mixing function is set to off, use the sliders of RX audio, TX audio, HDMI to adjust the volume of RX audio, TX audio, HDMI separately. 2. When the audio mixing function is set to on, use the sliders of RX audio, TX audio, HDMI to adjust the volume of RX audio, TX audio, HDMI separately, and use the slider of mix to adjust the mixed audio volume. Name Location tab. To enter the settings page, log in as an administrator and click the gear symbol on the upper right corner of the page. The home icon returns you to the admin control page. This is what your screen will look like. Here, you identify the location information, including the building, floor, and room number that you're configuring. Save or cancel the setting changes. The Audio Mix tab allows you to set audio mixing function to on/off, select audio sources to be used for mixed audio output, select Ducking Master, and set the ducking parameters. Mixing enabled. Click the button to set audio mixing function to on/off. The default setting is off. When mixing enabled is set to off, all the sliders and buttons are gray and cannot be set. When mixing enabled is set to on, you can set the following items. Ducking Master Select. Click the button to select one audio input as a ducking master from TX in and RX in. The default setting is RX in. Mixer settings. 1. RX in, TX in button. Click the corresponding button to select, deselect one audio input to mix. Note, the selected Ducking Master audio input cannot be deselected. 2. RX in, TX in, HDMI in. Use the slider to adjust the volume of the 3 signals in mixed audio separately. The default settings of the 3 signals are each 50%. Mixer settings. 1. Attack time. Use the slider to adjust the attack time after ducking master threshold is passed. The default setting is 500 milliseconds. 2. Release time. Use the slider to adjust the release time staying below the ducking master threshold. The default setting is 500 milliseconds. 3. Ducking trigger level. Use the slider to adjust the trigger level of ducking. The lower the level is set, the easier ducking is triggered. 4. Ducking level. Use the slider to set the volume ration of the master audio and other audio inputs is mixed audio. The larger the ration is set, the lower the volume of other audio inputs compared to the main master audio input. The Control tab allows you to set the display control, power sync mode, and video switching mode. For the display control, start by selecting the display to be controlled via CEC, RS232, or IR. The default setting is IR. In IR mode, 1. Send second IR off command. Click the checkbox to set whether to automatically send or not to send the second IR off command to the display automatically after the delay time. By default, this setting is enabled. 2. Delay, 100 to 10,000 milliseconds for second IR off. Set the delay time for the second IR off command to be sent to the display automatically after the first IR command has been sent. The default setting is 1000 milliseconds. Power sync. Determine if you want the power sync on or off. 1. On. Set power sync function to on. 2. Off. Set power sync function to off. The default setting is on. Video switching. 1. Auto. Check the box to set automatic video source switching to enable. 2. Manual. Check the box to set manual video switching to enable. The default setting is auto. Apply, cancel. Save or cancel the setting changes. This tab allows you to configure each input EDID and the output resolution. Input EDID. Click the drop-down menu to select a specific EDID. The default input EDID is 3840 by 2160 at 30 Hz, 2CH no HDR. Output resolution. Click the drop-down menu to select a compatible resolution for connected display. By default, the output resolution is set to auto. Apply, cancel. Save or cancel the setting changes. This tab allows you to define the RS232 display control commands. If a display requires hex commands, make sure the hex box is checked. With this tab you will configure the following items: display brand, model, define the display name, baud rate, select the baud rate necessary to communicate with the display. Available baud rates are 4800, 9600, 19200, 38,400, 57,600, and 115,200. Command ending. Select the command ending after each RS232 command. Available command endings are none, carriage return, line feed, and carriage return and line feed. Display on command. Enter the RS232 command to turn on the display. Display off command. Enter the RS232 command to turn off the display. Display input command. Enter the RS232 command to switch to the input which is connected to the receiver. Power status command. Enter the RS232 command to get the display working status. Lamp hours command. Enter the RS232 command to get the lamp working hours of the display. Input delay, 1 to 120 seconds. Enter the delay time in seconds between the display on and display input command. This delay may be between 1 and 120 seconds. Apply, cancel. Save or cancel the setting changes. This tab allows you to select between dynamic and static IP addressing. DHCP. When enabled, the IP address of the kit is assigned automatically by the DHCP server connected. Static. When the kit fails to obtain an IP address from the network connected, select Static to set up the IP address manually. Apply, cancel. Save or cancel the setting changes. Make note that the default setting is DHCP. If the kit fails to obtain an IP address from the network or is set as static, ensure your PC is in the same network segment as the kit. This tab allows you to change the login password and input name. Input name. Change input names of input 1, 2, 3, and 4. Password. Change user and admin passwords. The default password for user is user. For admin is admin. Audio input name. Change audio input names of HDMI, TX audio, and RX audio. Apply, cancel. Save or cancel the setting changes. Make note that the new password must contain 4 to 16 characters, alphanumeric only. The length of name is limited to 16 characters. Click Upload to select a PNG image from the local PC to upload. The Web UI logo will be changed to the uploaded image. The uploaded PNG image resolution must be 292 by 80 pixels. This tab allows you to obtain current firmware information and, when needed, upgrade firmware to the latest version. To upgrade the ARM module, 1. Click Browse for the bin file. 2. Click Upgrade to start the ARM upgrade. 3. The following window will pop up to indicate the ARM upgrade is successful. Please wait for 10 minutes, then refresh and log in. To upgrade the MCU module, 1. Click Browse for the upgrade file. 2. Click Upgrade to start the MCU upgrade. 3. The following window will pop up to indicate the MCU upgrade is successful. Please refresh and log in again. Note: please do not power off the device during the upgrade process. Once local configuration of the room is complete, you can close the Web UI and launch the DVDO Room System Network Manager app to control multiple installations in different rooms and sites in the network. From the Network Manager app, you can centrally control and set operating schedules across different rooms, perfect for daily procedures and monitoring, and even switch sources in remote rooms to support common alerting protocol announcements. Routine maintenance such as firmware upgrades can be performed centrally as well. This concludes the RS1 RoomKit configuration training video. To obtain the user manual for this configuration training, visit the manufacturer's website at www.dvdo.com. Thank you for your attention, and have fun configuring your RS1 RoomKit.